Hello everybody, Houston here for another XLM update. And first things first, don't forget to hit share with your hit the like button, share with your friends. Sorry, and subscribe as well. I hope you guys are doing well. Also, let's jump into the charts. I was almost sleeping in the chair. Boring day. Okay, so let's go. First things first, volume. Oh, it's not going to work here. Let me see if it's going to work here. Just a second. Let me see. Okay, yes. And let's also take a look on OBV as well. Okay, I have to check other exchanges. Okay, on this one here, it's not bad, but it's not also great. Okay, let's focus here on the volume because we can't see it on Bittrex. Okay, and I'm going to use Bittrex chart because there is more data compared to the others. Okay, and just a second. Okay, so here we had a ranging volume, which was around April 20, and since then the buyer's volume is fading, but also is the seller's volume. Okay, and I also highlighted back in my previous video that we had multiple indecision candles here. Now let's jump into the Bittrex chart. Just a second. Hold on. I think we will be able to see it better on the 4 hours. Yes. So this is the moment that we were, the event that we are talking about. Multiple indecision candles, one after the other. Also here. And this structure right here, these structures with a round top or round bottom, are against the nature of the move. Okay, sorry, this one here is not correct. This one here, okay, because we didn't had proper bullish continuation, but we end up in a bull break following Bitcoin bull break. Okay, and let me see here, a scenario very similar with XRP. Just 1 second. So we also had this falling wedge right here, which was not developed on behalf of XLM itself. Okay, here that was another clue that XLM was following Bitcoin as well. If you look in the charts, Bitcoin has a falling wedge before way before the bull break. Okay, the one from the 10K, way before. And just a second, let's go back to the bigger time frame because I don't want to miss anything, and there is more things here for us to take a look. Okay, so the title of this video is the triple head, the triple top ahead. Why? I highlighted this pattern here back in the last video, and as you guys can see, just a second. Okay, so this is the proper level. We are trading above the key level for this range, and as you guys can see, just a second. So far, we always end up with a lot of rejection, even close or way above this level. Okay, and as you guys can see, if we take only these guys here, we have a triple top. Okay, and each one of them with multiple rejections as well. If I'm not wrong, we have more than 10 already. Okay, so it's still the bears hideout. Okay, they are still comfortable above this level, and there is no need for them to hurry or to cover their positions. Okay, and this is also very bearish. Okay, as you guys can see, back in the day here we had a lot of firepower, and the bulls were not able to make and stay above this level. Okay, so very significant level. Watch out. The proper number for this range is 0.08. And now let's take a look on the 3 days for more clues. Okay, so there's another thing here. Some people would address those levels here using a box. A second. For example, something like this to display, yes, something like this, and they would call all this region resistance. Okay, which is not true, because like I told you guys before, we have specific levels for each number, and each one holds a very significant meaning. Okay, so let's take a look on this scenario. Okay, so this scenario right here, let's jump into this one, and I'm going to explain why. So back in the day, before this huge spike here and rejection, we had these only 3 guys, right? And so what setup we had here for Fibonacci? Just a second. Okay, so this was a valid setup for Fibonacci back in the day, before the big spike. And what happened after we made the bullish cross above the 100? End up with a strong rejection, and then came back inside the 100%, which is all the way bearish. Okay, the same thing also happened with Bitcoin in the last days. And so the thing here, if we do this, for example, just a second, if we do the same here, let's go from body to body. Okay, so as you guys can see, we already made it to the 100% level. Okay, and straight up rejected, which was not a big move, not even close to 50%, but it's still way significant, because like I said, all the times we closed above or went above, end up rejected. Okay, and there is a lot of volume around this level. You guys can check on VRPR if you have if you sign the trading view, you can access the tool. But so far, as you guys can see, the line here are our key level, and we have another one here. What give us? Just a second. Okay, can you guys see this very narrow range? This is the place for bulls and bear strap. Okay, just like we had here and here and here, we are very likely to have again here. Okay, because the chances for bull breaks after double tops, triple tops, or quadruple tops are very low, maybe below 5%. Okay, so this is a scenario that is not the best for the bulls. They are not comfortable, and also the smart money don't long resistance levels. They don't buy at these levels right here, unless they are able to make their point and defend the previous structure. Okay, so this is a condition for later bullish continuation, but I don't believe it's going to happen because we know Bitcoin had a huge bear break and was a very strong sign of weakness. I mentioned it before in the previous Bitcoin video. You can take a look. And so guys, so it's very complicated, this scenario right here, because, for example, are we going to have steam to breach? We don't know. Maybe it's possible, but it's not only about the steam, the momentum, and the money. We need follow through from the bears. Okay, otherwise we just fade like all the others did. Okay, and let's check here OBV. We have a very small bullish divergence, but it's not significant. Yes, not significant. Let's take a look on volume. Okay, so as you guys can see, we don't have raging volume. We had decreasing volume. The last one, so the last strong one was right here, and we end up with a 100% rejection from this range right here. As you guys can see, we lost the floor, which is a red flag for bullish continuation, because what the bulls are looking for is total control without any bearish trigger or confluence. Okay, long wicks and etc. So let's take a closer look on the lower time frames. Again, we had some action here following Bitcoin as well. You can check Bitcoin chart in the same time frame, you will see it. And the good news here is you guys can see here all the sell attempts are going very strong, one after the other. You see, we didn't head all the way here, and then we start to see all the strong bearish attempts. Okay, that's another red flag. And so here, just a second. So the bulls are still looking for continuation, especially after they were able to defend our previous level, but this is not enough, okay, because it's very close. And as you guys can see, take a look on the size of the previous sell candle. So if we use the same one here, just for the sake of this example, and the next one is probably going to be way stronger, okay, so not probably and very unlikely to hold, okay. Also the first levels are the first ones to be breached, not to hold. And let's take a closer look. 1 hour. Okay, so in this scenario right here, it's not the best one, okay. It's a asymmetrical bull flag. And why it's asymmetrical? Because it's expanding, okay, and not following the same range. Like we just saw, the sell attempt is going way stronger one after the other. So it can be a problem. This attempt here, I was looking at Bitcoin chart and I saw this move here. We had a strong sell there, and right after they keep buying non-stop, and this is bot activity. Okay, they are at this moment they are set to buy everything in small sizes. Okay, and so the same is happening with XLM right now, and also with other coins. And so presuming nothing is going to change, okay, let's say Bitcoin keeps trading sideways for a few days or a few hours, and XLM do the same. We are probably going to have a bull break from this structure, okay? But again, this is very high risk against reward, okay? So I'm not trading, I'm not longing, I will wait for the better scenario. This is no place for me. Let's take a closer look on the 30 minutes. Okay, not a big deal. Let's take a look at the 15. Yes, as you guys can see, this it's not a symmetrical move, not perfect, and also this kind of move here, it's very small, right? But has a lot of significance. So this kind of move, which disagrees with the other one, is not bullish. Okay, it's like blind continuation, and this can be a problem because if we follow, we can get closer to the previous level, and it's not a big deal because this pattern here will end up broken. Okay, something like this, spending channel or megaphone. Okay, and this will turn to be very bad for the bulls, because as you guys know, let me see if I can give you a better example. If it is bullish, why the bulls are not buying here right now and making their way up? And that's the kind of move when it broke, they step in and buy, and print double tops or triple tops, or even another lower high here compared with the previous one. So that's the kind of scenario that you guys have to look for. Everything is giving clues and information, and we always have to watch out for everything. Okay, I will take a quick look on the monthly just to see if I'm not losing anything. Quick look on the weekly again. Yeah, so no big deal. Let's check the retracement. Okay, so here a very significant number. Okay, I strongly believe this was the bottom for XLM. I am almost 100% sure we are not going to see a move down below this area again. And also there is another thing that I forgot to address here. Just 1 second, there is a lot of things. Perhaps on the 3 days it's going to fit better. Yes, perfect. So like we just talked about a few moments ago, triple top, bearish structure, but we also have a possible scenario for what? Just 1 second. Okay, let's take from here to here. So as you guys can see, we can have a inverted head and shoulders, okay, which aligns perfectly with a double top or a triple top. Okay, it's true that usually the triple top stays in the top and not in the bottom, which is another clue that suggests us that this is going to play out a bullish reversal pattern. Okay, so in my head, I strongly believe we are going to see a scenario like this one here. Okay, I'm not only acknowledging this scenario here, I'm also looking for the situation of Bitcoin, which is bearish in the short time frame. And if we know that we're probably not going to have another lower low or a double bottom, we can expect for the right shoulder. And also all the bulls out there, the smart bulls and the smart money, will also look for this level as well. And now let's take a look on the possible numbers for it. Just 1 second. Okay, so can't happen on 5. And the fundamentals for the 5 should be a breach, a fake bear break, and then we go up again. Okay, so this is the first scenario that we have to look for. And the second one is the lowest point, which is for 00426. As you guys can see, we have a double range for longs and for accumulation or people buying the coin and etc. for looking for the inverted head and shoulders. Okay, and this is very, very significant. If this scenario plays out, it's going to be amazing for the bulls. Okay, just 1 second. Sorry. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so I believe this is it. I believe I covered everything for this video. And now let me take a quick look on the chat. Hey Jay, hello my friend. John Lauderdale, hello John. Akriban Aimer, hi my friend, I don't miss a video. I am a great apprentice and fan of yours. I'm glad to know, friend. Thank you for your support. Rufurican, hello. Wake up, what coins you guys are bullish for? I think dollar will crash soon and people will try to save their money in crypto. I believe the dollar is going to crash, but not so soon. And crypto will get the lowest percentage of this pie, this piece. And I believe like precious metals are going to be the big winners, and then cryptocurrencies. Okay, remember, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purpose only. Future boy, hello my friend. And guys, I believe this is it for now. If you guys have any doubt, let me know, and I will see you guys soon.